Band-Aids versus cures. There's a large difference. Okay, so what do I mean with TMAU Cure? With TMAU Cure, I mean something that just solves your TMAU completely. Like, you wouldn't even be considered to have TMAU with a cure, because you solve the problem completely. That's a cure. A Band-Aid just helps to alleviate symptoms. It may reduce 50% of your smell, or 30%, or 10%, or 90%. If it does that, it's a Band-Aid. And you all guys know about the Band-Aids that there are available for TMAU. Those are chlorophyll, activated charcoal, eating low choline foods, that's also considered Band-Aid. All kinds of stuff. Some people take laxatives, like take oregano tea. There are a lot of Band-Aids, but none of them really address the problem at the root. They don't really address the root cause of it all, which is your messed up gut. Your gut is messed up if you have TMAU. You very likely have gastrointestinal issues. You may have diarrhea like I had before curing it. You may have, constipation, issues digesting certain foods, even a lot of pimples. I used to have a lot more pimples back then when I had TMAU. I still have some, but compared to before, I'm much better now. All kinds of stuff changed when I solved my TMAU, because so many problems arise from your gut. And a lot of people with TMAU don't know this. They don't really understand that it's their gut, it's their microbiome, it's all about the bacteria that are living in your gut. Let me tell you a little bit about exactly what causes the odor. Okay, so this is what we know about the odor from TMAU. In your stomach, there are some kinds of bacteria that eat choline to feed themselves, and choline is converted by them into something called TMA. This chemical called TMA smells like fish or shit or garbage, whatever. It's a chemical that makes us smell bad. And there's some kinds of bacteria in your stomach that are creating it, because they convert choline into TMA. And now, normal people, this TMA accumulation in their body, they can convert it into another compound that doesn't smell bad, because they have good bacteria that do this. What we TMAU sufferers, why we TMA sufferers are different. The reason why is that we are lacking those good bacteria. We don't have enough good bacteria to eat the TMA that's being produced by these other bacteria, and our body has no option but to release it through our skin. That's the cause of it, and that's the fastest answer that I can give you to the cause of the odor from TMAU. And when you know that, the answer is pretty clear. You gotta have that good bacteria in your gut. And a lot of people know this, and a lot of people have tried probiotics to fix this. They start eating yogurt, or they start eating food that's good for their gut. They start buying these capsules from Amazon or from wherever with 30 billion units or 30 billion bacteria and stuff like that. And let me tell you, I bought a lot of that stuff trying to cure me. I still have my how do I call them? My probiotics, the jar somewhere around here, and that shit did not work at all. I'm telling you, it's trash. It didn't work for me. I tried a lot of them. I tried taking a lot of it, and even there, like, still, it did not help at all. But I found other ways to fix my gut, of which kombucha is what I used. Kombucha is this fermented tea that, if you've seen my other videos, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's this fermented tea that's incredibly effective at fixing your gut. It's a bacteria powerhouse that when you take, basically adds to the good bacteria and establishes new good bacteria in your gut that eat this TMA chemical. And when I started drinking it, I saw the difference. I started to smell way less. In a period of about 1 week, I was not smelling at all. Within the first days, I had reduced about 90% of the smell. That's when I decided that I wouldn't keep taking chlorophyll because I didn't need it anymore. There was no point in buying those capsules anymore. And there was no point in using Bandaids, no point in eating low choline. Because you really don't want to eat low choline all your life. Like, choline is an essential nutrient. When you're lacking it and you're not eating it, it actually makes you feel bad. Like, it makes your memory feel worse. It has a negative repercussions on your cognition and on your health. But we still can't eat it because we smell too bad when we eat it. So we got no option. But with the cures, doesn't matter anymore. It's a Band-Aid that you can abandon. So Bandaids, they're good. They've saved me. They saved my ass when I had TMAU. If I didn't have the Bandaids, I don't know what I would have done. It would have been incredibly much more difficult. But thankfully, they did reduce a lot of, like, most of my symptoms. But I was always still bothered by it. You could always smell me anyways. So the cure is obviously much better. And the cure, guys, it's not that hard to get it. It's very easy. But we're all too lazy to do it. We want to just get the store probiotics because they just are delivered to your door. And all it takes is a couple of minutes of purchasing something at Amazon. It feels so easy. That's why everybody does it that way. Doing homemade probiotics, you need to research it. You need to get the materials. You need to put it in a bit of time. And there's not even almost any information or people telling you to do this, which is exactly why I'm doing this. So not many of you have ended up making homemade probiotics, but I decided to do it because I couldn't keep affording all those probiotic pills, and it surprised me how effectively it worked. It blew my mind how fast and how effectively it worked. You guys need to try it. You guys need to try homemade probiotics. I'm gonna upload a video about how to make kombucha soon, so you guys should definitely check that out. And what other point do I need to make about this topic? Yeah. I've talked with a lot of you guys who are trying store kombucha to cure their TMAU, because you've seen my video where I talk about how I solved my TMAU with kombucha. But store kombucha, guys, that probably doesn't work. And if it does, it's surely less effective. A lot less. I've drank bottled kombucha. That doesn't feel like real kombucha. In comparison to the homemade one that I have, I'm just so sure that it has a lot less bacteria in there. It's 1,000 times less effective, or maybe not 1,000, but you get my point. If that stuff worked, guys, for all of you who are drinking store kombucha, if that stuff worked, trust me that we would have solved TMAU years ago. Years ago. It would obviously be like common knowledge. So that's why I think it just doesn't work, because if it did, we just have this figured out long ago. That's it, guys. If you haven't tried the Bandaids, go get them. They're gonna help a lot. They're gonna surely help a lot. But make sure you're fermenting that kombucha. Make sure that you're getting it ready, because that's just gonna be so much better. Eating a low choline diet sucks. It sucks. And when there's a cure, why keep doing it? No point in doing it. Go get that kombucha. Go ferment it. Ferment it for a couple of weeks. Look at my other video, guys. It saved my life, and it'll save yours. Make sure you subscribe, guys. I'll keep answering your questions, uploading new videos. So hit a like, hit a subscribe, and stay tuned, because I'll be talking about this more. Love you all.